Here are some of the top stories this week at Alpha News. ICE remains committed to its mission in Minnesota after Operation Metro Surge, despite the attacks. In our exclusive report, the St. Paul Field Office Director for ICE detailed some of the anti-ICE attacks and the rhetoric from Minnesota politicians as the surge comes to an end. More than 4,000 arrests took place in the state as part of the operation. Fraud, ICE, and firearms are likely to dominate conversation as a new legislative session began this week. Without the need to fund Minnesota's many government agencies and programs, legislators use even-numbered years to focus on policy issues. The House of Representatives is evenly split with 67 Republicans and 67 Democrats. The Minnesota Senate has a one-vote DFL majority. So any legislation that passes will need bipartisan support. The session ends on May 18th. Feds arrest serial immigration fraudster who worked as a Minnesota corrections officer. DHS officials say Morris Brown overstayed a student visa, falsely claimed U.S. citizenship on official documents, and attempted to game the immigration system for years after losing lawful status. Brown entered the United States in 2014. Despite lacking legal authorization, Brown enlisted in the Pennsylvania Army National Guard. He went absent without leave the following year. He eventually moved to Minnesota, where he was employed as a corrections officer. And a Minnesota Catholic bishop is warning about what he sees as a growing embrace of Marxist ideas on the American left, and that it should concern believers and non-believers alike. After Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez pushed back on remarks by Senator Marco Rubio about culture, religion, and the foundations of Western civilization. Bishop Robert Barron, head of the Diocese of Winona-Rochester, made the comments in a recent address to his followers on X. Remember to stay informed with the latest news and independent journalism at alphanews.org.